Just ahead on District-Wide Update, find out about the recent changes to the 2014 to 2015 school calendar. Then take a tour of the Hempstead renovation project. Finally, feel some love from Eisenhower as they celebrate Valentine's Day. Hear about all this and so much more right now on District-Wide Update. Hey everyone, welcome back to the District-Wide Update. I hope you've been able to stay warm in these sub-zero temperatures. Luckily, we have some great stories ahead that will warm you right up. First up, our strategic plan snapshot. It's been a popular topic of discussion over the last few months, and I'm pleased to tell you a decision has been made. Here are the changes to the new 2014 to 2015 school calendar. After lots of research and discussion, the district has released the 2014-15 school calendar. One of the biggest changes is the addition of the 1-hour late start every Friday morning. This time will allow consistent professional learning time for teachers, providing an extra hour and a half each week.
Research would show us that adult learning, like student learning, best happens in incremental steps. We know that it's vital for our student achievement, for our teaching staff to continue to improve their learning, to focus on things like implementing technology in a classroom, creating real-world problems for students to solve. And we know that collaboration amongst peers, so groups of teachers working together to enhance their professional practice, will ultimately, we believe, result in higher student achievement and a better educational experience for our students.
The school district understands that this change will cause some families to rearrange their Friday morning schedules. But we're working hard with many service providers who will be in our schools, offering programming for students who need to be dropped off at their normally scheduled attendance time.
When we weigh that against the positive impact that it will have in our students' education, we think it's a great move in the right direction.
The new calendar can be found on our website, www.dbqschools.org, in a new format designed to make it easier for you to keep track of important dates throughout the year. Now let's move on to this month's district feature. We haven't touched on sports in a while, and we've had some outstanding athletes setting records and winning awards this winter season. Of course, where you find successful athletes, there are always amazing coaches to support them, and the Hempstead men's swim team is no exception. Rick Leffelholtz has been swimming since he was 7 years old. Starting at the YMCA and eventually winning several awards in college, he moved back to Dubuque and has been the head coach for the Hempstead men's swim team for nearly a decade.
Well, growing up in Dubuque, it's right next to the river, so it's a lifelong skill. You should be able to swim if you live on the river in Dubuque, and so it's great. You can do it from the time you're an infant to the time you're 99 years old, you know, and it's just a lifelong sport.
And his passion for swimming continues in his coaching. The team placed 4th overall at the state swim meet this year, breaking records in 3 different events on their record board. This is the highest finish in Hempstead's history, and to top it all off, Rick and his coaching staff were named Iowa High School Coaches of the Year.
That was really cool. It was unexpected. It was a great tribute to, again, the athletes, their families, the sacrifices and commitments they've made. And then our own staff, not just myself. I can't do this by myself. It's all about a team and building that up from our coaches to our swimmers to our families to their coaches in the off season especially, that can really build their championship dream.
And what is the key to becoming a championship team? For Rick, the answer is simple.
I think it's all about following our equation of commitment plus hard work equals success, and the guys live that equation. Found that they reaped some great success and some great rewards.
In addition to earning Iowa High School Coach of the Year, the Hempstead men's swim team had 2 swimmers earn Swimmer of the Year recognition at 2 different meets, Charlie Warren at the district level and Alec Rakowski at the MVC. This has never been done before at Hempstead and is an outstanding achievement. And this isn't a new trend for Dubuque. Last year, Dubuque Seniors head coach Dan Duclos won Iowa High School Coach of the Year, and their team placed 8th at state this year. Congratulations to both teams on an outstanding season. As you all know, there have been a lot of changes in the last year to make school lunch healthier for our students. It's not an easy transition, but the food service team is doing a great job. As they continue to implement these changes, they are able to offer new services. One of the most recent and exciting services is the addition of a hot breakfast in the elementary schools. They've started with Sageville and Bryant, and they've made it even more appealing by bringing officers and firemen in to eat with the students. They call it a hero's breakfast.
They have reacted to that quite well, and they enjoy being with them and the importance of eating breakfast and starting off the day healthy. So that has been a really promising thing.
They're also working to promote wellness in our schools and community by adding a fresh fruit and vegetable of the month to our menus.
It has to do with the health of our children in our community and teaching good habits early on. I think some parents are very happy to see that it's a healthier option and that teachers are looking at it as using it as an example that they can teach from in their classroom.
It's been a long process, but the transition into our new school lunch menu has been pretty seamless.
We've pretty much converted completely over, and I think we're getting our pattern to where we know how to do the meal plan, and we're more comfortable in trying to find new solutions and new menus and being a little more creative.
A big thank you goes out to the entire food service team here in our district. They work very hard to make sure your students get healthy meals every day. Ensuring that all of our students finish their education is always a high priority in our school district. So last month we hosted a Reengagement Summit, where Reengagement coaches from all over the Midwest gathered together to strengthen connections with each other and discuss different reengagement activities. The Reengagement programs are all part of the National League of Cities, which is an organization that helps reconnect our youth through dropout reengagement centers all over the country. Reengagement coaches met in the Roshek building for 2 days, gathering in small groups, providing overview on different reengagement activities and approaches. Since August of 2012, our reengagement coaches in Dubuque, Tom Kirshner and Temwa Feary, have been able to connect with nearly 190 dropouts and enrolled 180 of them in online courses, alternative and traditional high schools, or adult education programs. They're doing a great job, and the numbers are continuing to grow. To learn more about our program here in Dubuque, you can visit our website, www.dbqschools.org/reengage. Well, things are moving along nicely over at Hempstead with a $30 million renovation project. For this month's Construction Zone segment, we thought we'd give you a quick update. If you've driven by Hempstead any time in the last couple of months, then you've likely noticed some pretty big changes. Despite the frigid temperatures and the occasional blizzard, the workers at Conlon Construction are still making good progress.
Things are going well. I mean, considering with the winter weather hasn't been favorable for us, of course, but other than that, I'm happy with progress up to date.
The project has 3 phases that will include multiple enhancements to the school, and the workers are in the middle of phase 1 right now.
Basically, the gym and auditorium are the 2 big elements that we're dealing with right now. The gym is erected. The next step is to roof it and move on with some interior finishes. The auditorium, we're at the stage where we have 80% of the walls up and the roofing right now. From there, we step into masonry walls inside.
The anticipated completion date for all 3 phases of the project is still January of 2016, but they expect to have the addition of the new gym and 700-seat auditorium done by August, just in time for students to return to school. There's a lot of love that goes around in the month of February, and Eisenhower thought it was a good time to talk about the importance of friendship too. They had a Valentine's Day assembly, but rather than make it all about the holiday, they used it as a teaching opportunity. Through lots of singing, dancing, and skits, they covered 2 school rules: treating others fairly and showing respect.
The whole point behind this assembly is to show students, children, how to be friends to others by saying please and thank you, agreeing to disagree, all those kinds of things that are really, really fun.
And boy, did they have a good time. Everyone was wearing pink and red. There was even an appearance from a pink unicorn.
It's important to teach kids how to be friends to others because we want them to grow up to be productive members of society. We want them to grow up to be good citizens, which is also one of our rules. And we want to be able to know that they can be responsible and respectful to others.
What a fun way to celebrate Valentine's Day. I think the kids had a pretty good time. Well, there's no question it's been a cold and brutal winter so far, but the kids at Sageville Elementary are making the best out of a freezing situation. They're going sledding, and they have the perfect hill for it. This is a tradition at Sageville that was lost for a while, but started back up again this year. Each grade gets to go out for about a half an hour. Even the teachers will join in the fun, and at the end of the half hour, they get some hot chocolate to warm themselves back up. A great way to make this cold weather a little more bearable. That looked like a lot of fun. Cold, but still fun. It's been forever since I've gone sledding, so I was a little jealous I didn't get my turn down the hill. I did, however, get video of my co-producer Felicia taking a good spill down the hill with the students, but I promised not to embarrass her by showing it to the entire school district. I'm a good friend. Well, we're just about finished, but before we go, we'd like to congratulate the Dubuque Senior Speech and Theater Department on their great work at the Iowa High School Speech Association Large Group All-State Festival. The team won 2 Critics' Choice banners in Ensemble Acting and Group Mime. But a special congratulations goes out to the Freshman Ensemble Acting Group. This marks the first time in IHSSA history that a 9th grade team has claimed a banner in any category in the 37-year history of the festival. An outstanding accomplishment. Congratulations, guys. Well, that's it for this month, and don't forget, if you have anything going on in your schools that you think we should know about, please send us an email at tellyourstory@dbqschools.org. We're always happy to have your suggestions. And for more coverage on our school district, you can always check out our website anytime at www.dbqschools.org, or watch us here on Channel 16 and 85.6 for daily replays. We'll see you next month. Thanks for joining us.